First Wing Zoran and the Whispering Waterfall. Zoran, the dragon, was feeling confused. He'd learned so much about the I Ching, but sometimes the hexagrams still puzzled him. If only there was a way to understand them better, he sighed, accidentally setting fire to his favorite thinking rock. As he was extinguishing the flames with his tears, his friend Hexagon the wise turtle appeared. "Why so glum, flame-breathing friend?" Hexagon asked. "Oh, wise and fireproof one," Zoran replied. "I'm trying to understand the hexagrams better. They're just so. Judgment why?" Hexagon chuckled. "Ah, I see. It sounds like you're ready for the first wing. The commentary on the judgments." Zoran's eyes lit up, along with his nostrils. "Ooh, is that like a magical wing that helps you fly and judge things at the same time?" "Not quite," Hexagon said, trying not to laugh. "It's a special kind of wisdom that helps explain the judgments of the hexagrams, and I know just where to find it." Hexagon led Zoran to a magnificent waterfall hidden deep in the misty mountains. The water sparkled with all the colors of the rainbow, and if you listened closely, you could hear whispers in the rush of the water. "This is the Whispering Waterfall," Hexagon explained. "It holds the wisdom of the first wing. If you listen carefully, you can hear explanations and examples for each hexagram's judgment." Zoran leaned in close, his enormous ear nearly blocking the entire waterfall. Suddenly, he jumped back, shaking water everywhere. "It spoke to me. It said something about hexagram 1 and creative power and..." "Wait, did it just call me Scaly One?" Hexagon nodded sagely. The first wing offers deeper insights into each hexagram's judgment. It provides examples and anecdotes to help us understand their meaning better. Zoran spent the rest of the day listening to the waterfall, occasionally getting swept away by the current when he leaned in too close. Each time he emerged, sputtering and soaked, he had learned something new. "Did you know," Zoran exclaimed excitedly, "that hexagram 2 is like a mother horse? And hexagram 3 is like a bunch of sprouting plants? This waterfall is full of crazy stories." Hexagon smiled. "Those aren't crazy stories, Zoran. They're analogies to help us understand the essence of each hexagram's judgment." As the sun began to set, Zoran shook himself dry, inadvertently creating a second rainbow with the spray. "You know, Hexagon, I think I understand the hexagrams much better now. The judgments aren't just cryptic words, they're full of meaning and wisdom." "That's right," Hexagon beamed. "The first wing helps us see the deeper significance behind each judgment. It's like having a wise friend explain things to you." Zoran nodded enthusiastically, accidentally knocking a few trees over with his tail. "Oops. Sorry, trees. I guess I still have some judging to do on my tail control." As they headed home, Zoran couldn't stop talking about all he had learned. "And did you know that hexagram 64 is like a little fox crossing a river? I wonder if the fox is friends with the mother horse from hexagram 2. Maybe they could start a farm together." Hexagon chuckled. "I think you might be taking the analogies a bit too literally, Zoran. But I'm glad you're enthusiastic about learning." Zoran grinned. "I can't wait to learn about the other wings. Do you think the second wing will teach me how to actually fly with my judgments?" As Hexagon began to explain, "That's not quite how it worked." Zoran accidentally singed his eyebrows in excitement, but he didn't mind. He was too busy imagining all the wonderful things he'd learn next. The end. In this story, we've introduced the concept of the first wing, the commentary on the judgments. The main lessons learned are: 1. The first wing provides deeper explanations of the hexagram's judgments. 2. It uses examples and anecdotes to illustrate the meanings of the hexagrams. 3. These analogies help make the abstract concepts of the I Ching more relatable and understandable. 4. Understanding the judgments more deeply can provide greater insight when interpreting the I Ching. 5. The wisdom of the I Ching is multi-layered, with the 10 wings offering additional perspectives and interpretations. The story maintains a humorous tone while introducing these concepts, making them accessible and